All right. Well, my door open. Right. All right. Welcome to the first episode of the Idiots Podcast, of an Idiots Podcast. And I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's just where I come here and talk about stuff, just yap about a random topic that I find interesting. And yeah, today we're going to talk about is the Steam Machine worth it? And yeah, so the Steam Machines are like a new kind of console, obviously made by Steam. If you can fucking figure that out, Jesus Christ. But hey noob, sup noobs? Feel like it's been a while, but yeah, Steam Machine, sort of like a new kind of console, which I'll probably talk about next episode. Is this new type of console that's coming out? Is this sort of PC console, which plays PC games, but in a console kind of format? Look how tiny it is. Compared to, I can't. Okay, listeners can't see this, but it's about half the size of a banana. SteamOS, it uses SteamOS, which is a Linux-based OS. They're really hyping up this LED strip here. There's an LED strip, y'all. You tell them it's theirs, but downloading. I don't know why they're advertising that. The Wii had that. Hey Bob. Oh, cool. I was install your own apps or even other operating systems. Who are we to tell you to use your computer? So yeah, you could use it as like a own PC, which is what I'm gonna get a Steam Machine. Well, not immediately when it comes out, but because I won't have the funds for it. But I'm gonna use it as like a streaming PC. No, a secondary PC, because a lot of streamers have two PCs. One that they play the games on, and one that they use as the streaming thing, which I need, because if you ever watch any of my streams when I'm playing a PC game, hey Jean Pierre, whenever I play when I play a PC game, like next stream is I'm gonna be playing Half-Life. It's ass. It's dog shit. It's horrible. To lag and stuff. So having two PCs really helps people, because you're not, the processing power that would be used for streaming isn't like ruining the game. Let's have a look at the Steam controller as well. See what the Steam controller comes with it. We're gonna get a new Steam controller, because if anyone remembers, this old Steam controller was disgusting. It was horrible. $700. I guess because it's discontinued, but Jesus Christ, the original Steam controller. Yeah, look at it. What? Yeah, it's helpful. It is helpful. But yeah, like, I just don't like the trackpad being like it doesn't have a second stick. Like, that's similar to, I guess, the PSP, but like, not having a second stick is annoying, which is very much remedied by the new Steam controller, which having both. It has sticks and trackpads, which I like a lot. Oh, it's got wireless charging as well. Yeah, it's got a wireless charger, high definition rumble. It's got gyro as well. Like, it's got motion controls. That's cool. We're calling goat sensors. There's a new input The Steam controller that enables gyro with captive touch, hold and release to enable and disable gyro and aiming. You can also map it to... Oh, so that's like how... That using the similar to the grip sensors. The stick is very struggling. I think just having the option for both would be very... It is probably preferable. Like, Steam, having both the trackpad and sticks is probably the best of both worlds. Having that option. And I noticed that it's copy and pasted the same... Oh, great. Thanks for zooming in like that. That it's copy and pasted the same buttons as the Xbox controller. It's got the same buttons as the Xbox controller. I'd like the option. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. Yeah. Touchpad. Use Steam controller to play even your favorite mouse and keyboard games with increased precision and compatibility. It's another way to enjoy fast-paced FPS games. But yeah. And it's also got 2 back buttons, which is good too. So it's pretty much like it's just like how the Wii U gamepad. Just think of the Wii U gamepad as the Steam Deck, and then the Wii U Pro controller. I don't know what my Wii U Pro. And then how the Wii U Pro controller is literally just a gamepad without the screen. Look, the Wii U gamepad and the original and the Pro controller are literally, okay, that's not a real way to show this, but are literally the same button layout, just one with the screen in the middle. And that's basically the same as the Steam controller. And then the Steam frame, I don't know anything about the Steam frame. Infrared LEDs make Steam controller trackable by frame camera. Okay, actually, probably should look at the Steam frame as well, because I have no idea what it is. Oh, is it just a new VR headset? Is it just a cheaper Steam VR? No, okay. Should've known. But it can also be used as like a monitor. Yeah, okay. It's just a new version of the VR headset of the Steam Index. I mean, Valve Index, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, let's look at the specs of the... No, that's the Steam Deck. We're not talking about that today. Steam Machine. Okay, so the Steam Machine, it's got 2 USB ports, micro SD slot in the front and the power button, DisplayPort, which is good, but I don't really use DisplayPorts. I'm more of a HDMI kind of guy. It's for my capture card users, so if I'm going to use this for streaming, then I'll have to use the HDMI. AC, Ethernet, that's good, and then 2 USB Type 2s and a USB-C port. And then CPU, I know nothing about like PC specs. AMD Zen 4, RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, plus 8 gigs of VRAM, power supply, internal power supply, blah 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 blah. Oh, there's 2 Steam Machine models with... Okay, we're gonna have to get the 2 terabyte model. You have to, right? Like, fucking 512 is not gonna be nearly enough. Wi-Fi, connectivity, Bluetooth, yeah, just DisplayPort. GPU as well. Semi-custom AMD RDNA 328 CUs. The machine expected to cost between 7,000 to 1,000 for US market, so that's going to be in USD. That's going. When are they going to release it? We need the no, I don't want a literal steam machine. I don't want a steaming machine for ironing. but due to global RAM shortages, it may cost thousands or more. Valve has not yet announced a specific price, but it aims to perform comparable DIY gaming PC Steam. Okay, yeah, so comparable. And it says it is 6 times as powerful as the original Steam Machine. Well, you should have been there, Monty. No, I was looking at the Steam Machine. Thanks, Blob. Don't worry, I'm yapping. I'm not going to stop yapping. I still got an hour to go. And we still got 50 minutes of me shit yapping. So, put under the TV set. It's 6 inch, so it's a cube, so it's 16 centimeters, which is tiny. Look at that compared to banana. Is like a guy? Is there anyone like near it? Can I like get a reference? Like that's that guy's hand. It's about like his hand looks a bit bigger than mine, but it's like probably big. Not that big. Why these banana? Do I need to go get a banana? We need to go get a banana as a reference. Steam Machine keeps cool and runs whisper quiet even when running the most dandy. That is good, because I need quiet for my stream. You've listened to my streams when I play using my PS4. God, it's loud. It's gonna be even worse when I use the Xbox 360, but you know. Yeah, I've already just said this, but I just want to get a Steam Machine as a second because I have no idea. Yeah, noob, yeah. Because I think I'm gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get Switch 2 first because of Splatoon Raiders. And I don't have a full-time job, it's just YouTube, and I still haven't even got my first payout from Twitch. Almost am, which isn't a lot, but it'll be some. But yeah, Steam Machine I'm probably gonna get. Because I know nothing about PCs. I don't know anything about PCs. I just got a pre-built gaming laptop, and that's about it. But having a Steam Machine, something simple that pre-built, that's a console-like, because if you know me, I've got my PS5 sitting here, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Wii U, Retron 5, Wii, Xbox 360, PS2, PS3, and N64 all sitting here. Like, I like consoles, alright? I'm a console guy. I've been a console guy through and through, but like, having something that is tangible, so simple for me to use, will be good. And it's Steam as well, and Steam's great. Alright, I want to look at... Oh, Linus has done a video on it. We'll watch that in a minute. I just want to look at the original Steam Machine, because if you don't know... This is not the first Steam Machine. This is the second iteration of the Steam Machine. There was an original Steam Machine. There's a good picture of it. And it's what the original controller came with too. That's what I was telling you about. There's also the Steam Link, but it's not really what we're... There ain't a real good picture of it that I can show. Here it is. This. It was pretty similar to what it is now, but it was built by Alienware. It was basically the first PC console, and it ran SteamOS. Here, let's look at the Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is the best source. Wait, hold on, what's PC Gamer saying? I report on the failure of Valve's first Steam Machine 8 years ago. This time I think they have it right. No, it's just talking about the Steam Machine. If you're experiencing deja vu following Valve's announcement of Little Cubic Session, it's a PC gaming console, is because Valve already announced and launched Steam Machine a decade ago. It didn't work out to work then, but this time I think Valve has a real shot at finally decoupling a respectable chunk of the PC gaming from Windows, if not entire sources section. In 2017, I wrote a big report about... Is that a link to what happened to the Steam Machine? On September 23rd, 2013, Valve announced SteamOS, a Linux-based operating system just for PC gaming. 2 days later, it hit us with another surprise, Steam Machine, a line of pre-built PCs for from multiple manufacturers that would sit under our TVs like consoles and run this new OS. Forget PlayStation, Xbox, and especially Windows 8. Oh yeah, that's right, Windows 8 was that time. Damn. Which Valve boss Gabe Newell, good old Gaben, called a catastrophic catastrophe for everyone in the PC space. Valve was going to invade the living room with an open source island that Microsoft couldn't control. The announcement was received well, but just under 4 years later, the Steam Machine have hardly taken off. Alienware still has one starting at $150. Cyber is still selling them with GTX 1060s. Man, 1060s. And 3Xs offer custom SteamOS builds, but Material.net's Steam Machines is no longer for sale. Okay, so it seems like that the original Steam Machine was like a couple of it wasn't in-house made by Valve. Like this one was Alienware. This one, I don't know what the fuck that is. But it seems like they're made by different companies. It seems the main one is Alienware. That's the one that I'm mainly seeing around. Like, it's really all I've seen is the Alienware one, which is this one. And the Steam controller. Steam should have the device enjoy experience in one box playing it. But yeah, that was basically the first ever, like, PC console. PC gaming console, which is basically just taking PC games and putting them on the TV. What is this? Which company is this? Ehacks. Yeah, it seems like a bunch of different companies and there's a bunch of different like models of them, but the main one was the Alienware one. And the controller is so bad, bro. I hate the original controller. It looks so ugly. It just doesn't like. Okay, wait. Where's that Linus video? Linus. I want to see actually someone physically using it. That's. I don't know if that's the video. Here it is, this one. Yes, watch on fucking Edge. That's exactly what I want.
Mitsubishi's 10-year warranty with 10 years cap price servicing now includes 10 years road.
Valve dropped.
Please don't play another ad, I swear.
Welcome to Top Heroes. It all starts with a small fire. No rushing.
Don't say I.
Valve dropped 3 absolute bombs today. The
Oh, hey, look who it is. It's my own stream.
VR headset, that's going to have to be a separate video. But this one focusing on the new Steam Machine, and yes, the wait is finally over.
Oh yeah, it has swappable faceplates as well, so it's very customizable as well. Anyways, sorry.
The 2026 edition Steam controller. Let's start with a little history. Over 10 years ago...
Oh, that must be one of the other models of the Steam Machine right there. I don't know what.
Valve announced their first version of SteamOS, a Linux-based operating system that would free gamers from the shackles of Microsoft Windows. No, it was a total commercial flop. But instead of giving up on Steam machines, Valve doubled down, working with game developers on Linux-native ports of their games and with open-source developers on the Proton compatibility layer that makes their Steam Deck handheld out-of-the-box compatible with thousands of Steam games, even ones that only ever shipped on Windows. The Steam Deck is believed to have sold millions of units at this point, and no wonder given its great balance of solid gaming and outstanding affordability. But its mobile form factor has given it certain limitations and left gamers hungry for something more substantial.
It smells.
And well, here it is. I'm calling it the Lunchbox. 1, because it's substantial, like lunch. 2, because it's cube-shaped, like a box. And 3, because I think this thing is going to eat Xbox's lunch. Okay, that last one was...
Yeah, well, it has been leaked that Xbox is doing something similar to the Steam Machine. They're going to make a PC gaming console as the next console, which I'm surprised. I thought they were going to tap out. I honestly thought they were tapping out, but no.
But not as far as I'm reaching for this segue to our sponsor.
Nope.
Access to the engineering folks who work as fast as we can. At the heart of the Steam Machine is a 6-core AMD Zen 4-based
6-core.
CPU that turbos up to 4.8 gigahertz with 16 gigs of RAM and an 8 gig GPU that they compared to a 7600 XT-ish. But they were also quick to point out that it might not be apples to apples thanks to their custom software stack and power tuning. Basically,
Yeah, because the Steam Machine not being Windows 11 means it has 0 bloatware. Whereas Windows' bloatware is like fucking. I want to bloatware remove. I just want to talk about bloatware. Windows bloatware is incredible. Bloatware. Like there's just so many pre-downloaded apps that just suck everything up. Microsoft Solitaire, Candy Crush, Xbox Game Boy, 3D Viewer. Like, who's ever used 3D Viewer? Clipchamp. Okay, I used Clipchamp a bit before I started using Adobe. Netflix is on there. There's just so many fucking. Which is just sucking up so much processing power. It's crazy. And that's one good thing that the Steam Machine is going to do. And one thing I was worried about the Steam Machine is you wasn't going to be able to use other stores like Epic and the Epic Game Store, but it seems that you can just download whatever you want on the console. So, because like Epic, like I have a bunch of games on Epic. Not a lot, but quite a bit. Microsoft Store might be a problem though. Like getting stuff from the Microsoft Store would be an issue because I do have Doom 1 and 2 on the Microsoft Store. Yeah, look. I do have a couple games on Epic. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've got every single game in my Epic library for free. I don't think I've spent a single cent on my Steam library. Yeah, look, I even got Bendy and Ink Machine. All this stuff I've gotten for free because I have a channel on my Discord server that tells you when a game's free, which is very handy. Look at all this. So many games for free. Obviously Fortnite's free, but like, and Fall Guys, but. And I got Into the Pit. So many free games, damn. But yeah, that's one good thing about Epic. They got a shit ton of free games, but Steam does that as well. Anyways, getting sidetracked. But yeah, there's a bunch of third-party stores that isn't Steam. My dogs are barking at something. Yeah, let me load up Steam. Good. Oh yeah, they see it with the Steam loading screen. It's got the MCC. Halo Master right here. Oh yeah, Fraud's next week. But yeah, look, here's all my like third-party game stores. There's Battle.net, which is Blizzard's store. There's EA's store. There's Epic Games. There's FIFA Games. There's games on what's GOG stand for? I don't know. Games, I don't know. There's the Google Play Store, which there's Minecraft launcher. There's Nexon games. There's Riot Games. There's Roblox. There's Rockstar's launcher, and then there's Ubisoft's launcher. There's so many game stores that isn't Steam, which is obviously a problem, but it's fine. Since now I know that we can download whatever we want on it, it's convenient. Because then I can have that purely be my streaming thing, and my laptop be purely editing and... No. The Steam Machine can be playing games. My computer can be for streaming and editing, which is good. Anyways, back to the video.
the goal was that pretty much anything on Steam should run at 4K 60 FPS if you're willing to turn down the details and use a little bit of FSR upscaling. And we saw that on display with Cyberpunk running in the demo room at these settings. Valve says to expect about 6 times the performance of the Steam Deck. Now, I was a little surprised.
Yeah, 6 times is crazy.
An SoC with shared memory, but apparently the decision to go for discrete CPU and GPU came down to balancing cost, power, size, and performance. And also they just didn't feel like they needed to. And I guess Valve was right, because they nailed this thing. Compared to a more traditional ITX small form factor machine like the OG Steam Machine reference design, you can see that
the OG Steam Machine looks, well, one of the models, not the Alienware one. It looks like an Xbox One. It looks like an Xbox One. That looks like, you cannot deny me that's not an Xbox One. For the listeners, audio listeners only on Spotify, the OG Steam Machine that is an Alienware model, that it's just an Xbox One. It looks like an Xbox One. Original model, by the way.
More on par with a highly integrated design like something like the Framework Desktop. Investment disclosure. Like the Framework Desktop, Valve allows customization of the front
that's
panel
cool
using
too.
these magnetic plates.
Having customizable front plate. I don't think I'll invest because there's just more money they need to waste, but that'd be cool. It's cool. Adding customization's cool.
And they're going to provide the CAD files so you can put whatever your heart desires on here. They even had a machine in the demo room with an e-ink display that was showing system vitals. Pretty darn cool. But unlike the Framework, it has a programmable RGB strip in the front that could be used to...
The LED! The programmable LED. That's why it was programmable. Like, I don't know why I didn't read that, but...
personalize your style, or maybe show a progress bar while you switch your TV input and wait for your game.
Okay, that progress bar's good. I'm just saying. We had
It's
that.
kind of the limit. The
We
front
had
of the
something to
device
tell you when
has
you
a
get
power
messages
button,
and stuff.
micro SD slot, 2 USB 3 5 gigabit per second ports. Then the rest of the I/O is in the back, where you'll find 2 USB 2 Type A ports, a USB-C 10 gigabit per second port.
Is that the pit? Is that the power adapter? Is that the... That power adapter looks like the same as the PS4. The PS5, I mean. Which is the same as the PS4, which is the same as the PS3, which is the same as the PS2. PlayStation's been using the same power cords since 2001.
No display port on there, that is worth noting. Gigabit Ethernet, power in
What do you mean there's no display port on there?
second port. No display port on there, that is worth noting.
What? What do you mean? It's right there, I can see it.
Then the rest of the I/O is in the back, where you'll
Is mine
find
is blind?
2 USB 2
Or
Type
mine
A
is
ports,
deaf?
a USB-C 10 gigabit per second port, no display port on there, that is worth noting. Gigabit Ethernet,
Is he deaf? I mean blind?
power in for the integrated power supply. Good gravy.
Or is he talking about the USB-C not being... Oh. What?
The Series Compact, as well as an HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4 port. It is
Wait. Oh, okay. He must be talking about the
As well-
USB-C. Oh, okay, yeah. He's saying the USB-C isn't display.
as an
Right, yeah,
HDMI
got it.
2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4 port. It is worth noting that HDMI 2.0 port, they have tested it at HDMI 2.1 speeds, but there are a couple of features that are not implemented, so they can't call it HDMI 2.1. Also at the back, we have a large 100
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Fucking steam machine in our back.
120 millimeter
Naked
cooling
steam
fan
machine.
that draws air from both the intake on the bottom that comes up through the power supply, as well as the large heatsink on the front. We're going to crack this thing fully open in a sec, but first I want to talk about the Steam controller. No, not that Steam controller.
The original Steam controllers. Cool.
The new one, with the exact same name. Before you ask, yes, I made my case to Valve that this is unnecessarily confusing. No, they're not going to change it. The good
No one
news
cares about
is
your
Valve
opinion.
learned a lot from the first Steam controller, and this appears to be their most complete offering ever. To be fair, the original was really cool. I mean, it made non-controller games finally playable from the couch, thanks to their innovative haptic touchpad.
Yeah,
they also
I just don't
unlocked
like that.
novel input schemes with gesture control or like swiping with momentum. But they also turned off a lot of folks due to their deficiency of traditional joysticks. Well, that's solved now.
And Lou looks like an
The
Xbox One
Steam
stick.
controller is everything that is great about the controller on the Steam Deck, but usable when your Steam Deck is in docked mode, or with your Steam machine, or with any other PC. Investment disclosure. On the surface, it offers up a conventional ABXY button layout with a PlayStation-style symmetric joystick design that will
I
work
do like
seamlessly
that.
out of the
I
box
do
with
like the PlayStation
basically
symmetrical.
any game. The trackpads have been repositioned to better accommodate the arm's
I feel like it's kind of long though. I feel like that might be a bit too long for some people. Where the position of the sticks are. Like I feel like that might just be a little bit to people with little hands. Like me. Might be a bit hard, but it'll be fine.
natural position while holding a smaller device compared to the wider Steam Deck, and all of the usual Valve buttons are included. A Steam button for opening the menu, their quick access button for bringing up the SteamOS overlay, 4 rear programmable buttons.
That's
the
good.
face buttons are satisfying with a nice amount of resistance, and the D-pad has been tuned from the Steam Deck for better
Hey,
feel.
Fortnite.
It feels okay to me, but I only got a couple minutes with it before Valve blew my mind. The joysticks are next-generation TMR or tunneling
What does that mean?
resistant joysticks.
Nah, it's supposed to be a
superior
podcast episode, but just
accuracy
using,
and
we're just watching
durability,
this as a reference.
even compared to Hall effect joysticks. And the controller has been designed from the ground up for a superior gyroscopic aiming or mousing experience with capacitive thumbsticks and even capacitive grips. So
That
you
is
can
cool.
configure your gyro to enable or
capacitor is
disable
good.
depending on whether you put your thumb on the stick or even by simply
Hey,
loosening
memes.
your grip, say to recenter and then reactivate gyroscopic aiming. They had a great demo with Balatro showing how you can
This is not supposed to be a reaction stream. I'm just watching this as a reference to get an understanding of the Steam Machine. It's a podcast episode. Because I'm a little podcast bitch now. But I'm doing it live. Because that's what I do.
use the
And sure,
game's built-in
memes. What's your joke?
in controller compatibility, like a pleb, or, hear me out, trackpads with the right for movement and the left one split down the middle for left and right click. Or, hear me out again, gyro mouse using the face buttons
Ooh, gyro is good for Splatoon.
for clicks. And if you don't care about gyro aiming, these capacitive inputs are all remappable as well, opening up a
Person went to the shop and asked the shopkeeper how much an egg costs. He says 1 cent, and then he goes to another shop and asks the cost of an egg. The shopkeeper says $1. Then the person says, shopkeeper over there is selling eggs for 1 cent, and then the shopkeeper says because
whole
his hand is a prostitute.
world of
That's-
possibilities.
Okay.
Let's go even deeper. In addition to the haptic texture-like feedback that you know and love from Valve's previous touchpads, the Steam controller has been upgraded with large rumble motors for better immersion and a large battery that they claim should be good for 35 hours in the most demanding applications.
35 hours? Never gonna beat the fucking Wii U Pro controller. The Wii U Pro controller's battery's a beast, bro. That's 80 hours, and mine's probably still charged. Never mind, it's not. But this thing can last 80 hours. This thing is insane. Probably because there's nothing in it, but 80 hours is still crazy.
Even better if you don't need quite as much rumble. But I haven't even talked about the best part. If you've ever gamed over Bluetooth, you know that it can be inconsistent at best. Valve's solution? The puck. Every Steam controller comes with a wireless dongle that clips magnetically to the Steam controller using a couple of nice, strong alignment magnets. And it uses a proprietary 2.4 gigahertz wireless interface that Valve claims is good for about 8 milliseconds end-to-end latency and offers up superior resiliency when you're using multiple controllers. It allows 4 controllers per puck, so that's not as good as the Xbox dongle, which can do 8. But Valve has tested up to 4 pucks on a single system for a maximum of 16 players, meaning that you're probably going to run out of seats on your couch before you run out of controller compatibility.
16
The last
controllers is
one,
crazy.
Chef Kiss on top is an IR emitter that's cozied up beside the power
IR
LED
emitter.
to help you find your controller when you're in VR.
Hey, that's
Now let's get back
convenient.
to the Steam Machine, who got naked while we were busy. Oh, you. While Valve's goal is to build something that is zero hassle, grab in game for the non-tinkerers, they really were laser focused on a console-like experience with
Yeah, that's what I want.
suspending the zoom.
That's exactly what I want from the Steam Machine. Is a console-like experience for PC games. No fucking bullshit like, drivers are out of date, your game's gonna fucking have a seizure. No fucking, oh, your computer's having a spaz today. No bloatware, no fucking, oh shit, no. Oh, your specs aren't as good as mine. Oh, it's a Steam Machine. It'll do.
And modern standby so that your games are already updated when you sit down to play.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. Just modern standby. That's what we need. That's what we need. I just don't watch my games to download.
They also fully acknowledge that there are folks out there, guilty, who are tinkerers, and they've come up with an ingenious design for this thing that allows it to cater to both audiences. In advance, no, you're not going to be swapping out the BGA soldered processors. But what you can do is upgrade the storage with next to no hassle to a 2230 or larger
Oh shit, yeah, look at that.
2280
You can definitely really expand the storage of that.
sized M.2 drive. And while we couldn't go that deep today, Valve also confirmed that the memory uses standard SODIMM slots. Finally, While Valve hasn't actually told iFixit that this product is coming yet, they did say that they're hoping to continue their partnership that they've had on the Steam Deck, making replacement parts available for end users. Awesome. Since we're in here, by the way, there are some really cool details that I'd love to highlight. The power supply
I would drop that thing immediately.
is fully integrated to the point where it's actually part of the chassis, and the cooling solution pulls air directly through it, which avoids any need for it to have its own fan. The aforementioned Delta cooling fan is actually slightly thicker than the standard 25mm for extra static pressure, and it includes antenna mounts that are integrated into it, along with I/O mounts.
The fan?
Cool, right?
Obviously not dumbass.
Oh, this is actually a great look at the 4 antennas. So this is the back of the device where you have your 2 antennas for Wi-Fi 6E. Then if we flip it around to the front, we've got 1 antenna for Bluetooth peripherals,
No, but you
and
traditionally
another one that
think
is
as an antenna.
dedicated to your Steam controller or controllers. So that pop that's included with your controller is actually extra, and you could chuck it on another PC or next to your couch for charging. A major question mark, though, is of course price. Valve wasn't able to give any specific numbers due to rapidly evolving market conditions, but they will obviously have to
NAI
nail down
bullshit, NAI fucking fuck you, AI fucking. Steam Machine's gonna be $1 million, ain't it?
when the Steam Machine launches in Q1 2026 alongside the new Steam controller. They did give me one hint though. They said that while they expect it to be very competitively priced with a PC, that it will be priced like a PC, rather than like a console with games subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase.
That's not what that's not a good thing, because that's gonna make it expensive. And it's gonna be fun. I don't have a job. I need to stop buying Tether plushies. I need to stop buying.
They wouldn't say why, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's partially to avoid stepping on the margin opportunities of their potential partners for Steam games and Steam software, but also because they recognize that the Steam Machine is a full-fledged PC, capable of being used as a full-fledged PC. There's no guarantee then that, say, a corporate purchase of 10,000 of these things would result in a single game sale. So they really do need to protect the sustainability of their hardware business. Another major question mark is, where the heck is standalone SteamOS for custom PC builders? Well, we aren't going to get a formal SteamOS release for BYO hardware configurations anytime soon, but Valve has expanded the list of supported third-party devices, and they have supported installing the Steam Deck recovery image on AMD CPU and GPU systems for some time, and recently updated it to support their latest Zen 5 and RDNA 4 architecture processors. So nothing prevents you from building your own Steam machine and installing the software for free, though you will miss out on some things. HDMI CEC control, for instance, required Valve to build a custom motherboard in order to have your computer turn on alongside your AV receiver. And to get that on a BYO PC would require some serious cooperation between hardware makers that I don't know if we should hold our breath for. But the bulk of the experience should work pretty much out of the box. We may even get a release that supports a broader range of hardware in the future. But the vibe I'm picking up on around here is that it really depends on better support for Intel and especially NVIDIA GPUs. I'm also picking up this vibe to our sponsor.
What up?
Big deal. Please make it clear that this is not a real product. Sorry.
Want to strengthen your math and computer
Okay,
science
so
skills? Try
thanks
Brilliant.
Linus for giving me all that fucking information, because I am not a PC wizard. I have no idea. Oh hey, look at this.
Big deal. Please make it clear that this is not a real product. Sorry.
Strengthen your math and computer
Okay,
science
so
skills. Try
thanks
Brilliant.
Linus for giving me all that fucking information, because I am not a PC wizard. I have no idea. Oh hey, look at this.
Big deal. Please make it clear.
Okay, this is gonna go on for too long. I wanted to look at more into the original Steam Machine. And I also want to talk about, because I was having a discussion with my lead moderator ATC last night about... No, because we're talking about the Steam Machine, because this is technically a podcast episode, Buster. There's a podcast episode. We're talking about the Steam Machine. First iteration, hardware. So, it had NVIDIA. I don't know why I'm reading that like I know what it means. But unlike gaming consoles, the Steam Machine does not have a specific configuration of hardware, but minimum specifications, computer hardware components that would need to support SteamOS operating system and games developed for it. Valve plan to have several different retail versions of the Steam Machine through hardware manufacturers that also allows users to create their own units from components or modify retail products with off-the-shelf parts as desired. These units were expected to arrive in 2014, with Valve expecting to announce its partners by the first line 2015 shown. A core part of Steam Machine promoted CPU, GPU, power. Okay, that's just general stuff. I want to know who made them. What are some of the companies that made them? So that's the one from Gigabyte Technology. Alienware Steam Machine. So that's that one. Gigabyte. Okay, so the Gigabyte Steam Machine's a lot more boxy compared to the Alienware one. What's another one? What was that? It was PC Gamer. That was the website I was looking at. Alienware Cyber Steam Machine. Cyber Steam Machine. I want to know all the different, like... God, there was a lot of Steam Machine models. Cyber Steam... That looks like the... 3XS Steam Machine. XS Steam. But I do like how the new Steam Machine is just one machine. God, how many different Steam Machine models are there? I've still yet to see Linus's Steam Machine that he had. First Steam Machine from Alienware Zodiac Towers and Soul. Then there's Main Gear Drift, Main Gear Steam Machine. God, there is so many of them. That's not even the one that Linus had. Why is there so many of them? Cyber Power. I don't even know which one Linus had. Original Steam Machine companies. File Steam machine. Wayback. Wayback machine. Hmm. Store. What the fuck's this? Steam Horse Fest. Yeah, that's really useful. Is there a hardware section? Software? Steam Deck. LCD or OLED. Just to take me to Steam's website. Nope, she's taking me to download Steam off some really sketchy website. This is the original Xbox with a Steam logo platinum. They didn't even bother to remove the Xbox or Microsoft logo. They just put the Steam logo on top of the original Xbox and said, "Look, it's a Steam machine." Steam hardware. So this gives us what we want. This page is available on the web. Oh, thanks. You think the Steam Machine will be the same as the other one, and it just would be like fucking... You think it would be the same as the Steam Deck and not come to Australia for like a couple years because they got pissy? Because Steam got pissy. Oh yeah, see, look, here we go. I should have looked at fucking Steam. I should have just looked at fucking Steam DB. Look, this is all of them. Steam Machine. Zodiac Steam Machine, Alienware Steam Machine, Origins Omega Steam Machine, Material.net Steam Machine, Falcon Northwest Tiki Steam Machine. Just going here. Falcon Northwest Tiki Steam Machine. Can someone ban that bot, please? Yeah, so a crap ton of companies made different fucking Steam Machine. Yeah, a crap ton of companies made them. Look at Discord. I was gonna go on Discord anyways, because I need to look at this conversation that we're having with ATC, my lead mod. Yeah, I've seen that video. Yeah, crap ton of companies made Steam machines. Is this the current Steam machines page? This. This is gonna be used to call me on my cell phone. Not the video is blocked. So yeah, I was having a conversation with DC last night, and we were talking about if it would be worth to get the Steam machine. What's better, a Steam machine or like a what was his one? I forgot what he was telling me, but it was the Claw, apparently Blue Point or whatever it was called, got obliterated, which is anyways, the MSI Claw. I was saying I'm gonna get a Steam machine, and he's talking. He's like, "What's better? Rather get a portable device, which I'm get a portable device like an ROG Ally or what he was saying, Claw MSI or a Steam Deck or PlayStation Portal, maybe PlayStation Portal. Fuck the PlayStation Portal. Why did they have to make it abbreviate to PSP? The PSP already exists. Couldn't they call it something else like PS something else? Just not Portal, please. But yeah. Like, but it just comes down to what would you rather? Do you need something on the go that you can sit anywhere and play, or do you want something to sit at one place and use a monitor or a TV? Which I need something to stream on. I could use a Steam Deck to stream off because I know Jacob Knoxville uses that. But I need something. I want to take the money that would go into batteries and screen hardware and put it into more performance power, or just make it cheaper. But you know, what are some of his points? And oh yeah, the Steam machine can get 4K 60 FPS, which is really good actually. I mean, my monitor isn't 4K, but that's good because then I actually put that to FPS, so it should get. I'd estimate, fucking dumbass. I'd estimate I could probably get like maybe 120 FPS because my monitor's 180p, so I could probably get 120. Go Teto. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I want to talk about as well before I end the stream. In the episode, there's the Steam Link, which is a micro console, and there's no point explaining what a micro console is, but Steam Link is a teeny tiny sort of kind of Steam machine. It's kind of sort of not. Where's the Wikipedia page for it? Why doesn't it bring up the Wikipedias first? I want the Wikipedia. Yeah, and that's why I want to get a Steam machine, because it's going to be around that same price. But that money that would go into a screen and a battery can go into performance-wise. Now, yeah. And now I'm being 13K. Yeah, this is the Steam Link. $490, $50 USD, which would be dirt cheap. Which is basically just a teeny tiny little baby Steam machine that doesn't actually kind of play Steam machine games, and it more or less it's a micro console, and it basically just you stream your games from your PC to the Steam Link. So basically it's just if you want to play a game, basically if you want to play a PC game on the TV from your PC, I don't know. If you want to play something with like split screen or something with your friends on your TV, you can use it in the living room, you can use a Steam Link, I guess. Yeah, Steam Link. Little tiny itty bitty baby Steam machine. But yeah, there is a billion companies that... I thought that was just the Alienware that made the Steam machine, but no, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Second 6, 8, 9. Nine different companies that made Steam machines. Oh, really? Family sharing is disabled for the Steam machine? I could not have fucking guessed that. I don't even know which one Linus would had. The Cyber Steam machine? Origin Omega. It might have been this one. Nope, ain't that one. I don't know which one Linus had. He had something. Maybe if I just scroll far enough, I'll find the one that he had. Well, I wonder if I got a disk drive for the Steam machine that would play physical games. Because I do have a couple of physical PC games. And I would like to be able to play them. No idea which one he had. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get a Steam machine. I feel like that's gonna work for me. As someone who has no idea about PC building or anything. Why is this it? Hey, here it is. Is it the Alienware PC Steam machine? Is this one? Maybe there was two versions of the Alienware Steam machine? Because there's this one, which is like the recognizable Steam machine. That's what everyone visualizes as the Steam machine, but the original Steam machine at least. But too many tabs. Anyways, that was the first podcast episode. So yeah, thank you for watching or listening, because this is going to go on Spotify as well, if I can figure out how to do that. But yeah, there's going to have last Monday of every month, I'm going to do the podcast episode. And yeah, next topic, I'm probably going to talk about the new leaked Xbox and the next leaked Xbox, which is going to be very similar to the Steam Machine, and also talk about that new kind of console that the Steam Machine is, as in PC consoles that play PC games in the format of. But yeah, that was the first podcast episode. Pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed being able to just have an audience and sit and yap about a topic for an hour. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll be live again in 8 hours, I think. Yeah, no, 9 hours. Playing Half-Life 2. So yeah, I'll see you all then. All right. Good night, everyone.